3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. This is Renegade Rousey, and this is, oh yeah, you know it, the Nuts and Boxing Show. And it has been a while, but it's good to be back with you. And I'm here to talk about Antonio Margarito fighting Manny Pacquiao. But before I do that, I hope you'll indulge me. I want to talk just for a moment about Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, the fight that wasn't. And I gotta tell you, it really depressed me, really upset me, because I was really looking forward to that fight, because I'm telling you, I draw inspiration from fights. I really do. You know, it's tough out there on a working man right now. Tell me it's not. Tell me it's not tough out there trying to work, trying to pay the bills, trying to give your kids what they want and what they need. It's hard out there trying to make ends meet. And I'm telling you, sometimes I need some inspiration to fight those battles. And different people do different things. Hey, you know, if things aren't going right or people have problems, sometimes they sit and they go talk to a therapist or, you know, do different things. And hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I encourage that. But let's just face it. Some of us are just not made that way. That's not our way of handling our problems. We want to go out there and we look at a problem as an opponent and we want to knock it out. And that's just the way I am. And call me crazy, call me insane, but let me tell you something. Sometimes sanity is overrated. You need a few crazies out there to make life interesting. And I'm really still kind of bummed that that fight didn't take place, because I think it would have been a brilliant display. Just the best facing the best. And tell me, when you're sitting there watching a fight with Manny Pacquiao, sitting there sipping a beer or something, and you're watching that fight, and he delivers the knockout left hook, and his opponent is on the ground. Hey, you know, I feel sorry for his opponent, but tell me, when you're watching a fight like that, your reaction is not, oh, that's a good job, Manny Pacquiao. No, your reaction is, yeah! And I mean, it comes from the gut, man. You just gotta jump out of your chair and cheer. It is motivating, is inspiring, and it makes you want to go out and take on your problems and say, pow, pow, pow. You want to fight them, and it gives you energy to do that. And some people don't understand that. And some people, well, let me tell you what, they just don't get it. Because fighting, boxing has that kind of power, and it has that kind of power for a lot of people, and I'm one of them. So I'm upset that the fight didn't take place. I just had to say that. But hey, it didn't happen. We move on, and we move on to Antonio Margarito and Manny Pacquiao. And I'm telling you, at first I was kind of not too excited about this fight, but I'm starting to get pumped up about it, because I really think it's going to be a good fight. I think it's going to be blistering action, man. I think it's going to be the type of fight that we enjoy, because Margarito's style, and it's the same way every time he fights, is he is simply going to come forward and he's going to punch. And he's going to try to wear down his opponent and knock him out. And that's going to be, you know, Pacquiao ain't going to dance around. We know him. He may move around a bit, but he comes to fight. This man loves to fight. You saw him when he was fighting Clottey. That had to just be torture for Pacquiao, because he's sitting there fighting somebody. He's just covered up the whole time. And you saw him during that one moment of the fight when he walked up to Clottey and just went boop boop, like, come on, man, let's fight. Hello, we're in a fight here. We're not in a, you know, peekaboo contest. And so Pacquiao loves to fight, and I think Margarito's really going to want to fight. So I think, man, I think we're going to have an action fight. I really do. And we'll see how it goes. Now, Margarito, you know, talking about what he's got going for him. Did you see I guess it was a press conference. If you didn't watch 24/7, they showed this thing where, you know, the facers, they meet up and they stare each other down. And I'm telling you, Margarito way up here, Pacquiao down here. And I think it's like a 6-inch height advantage. So that is something. He's got the reach advantage. You know, they're fighting at 150 pounds, so he's not going to have to drain himself. So And also, did you see him in there training? It looks like he's going to be in good shape. He's going to be ready to fight. And that whole thing with that slapping that stick on the stomach, man, tell me that wouldn't hurt. His stomach's all red and sitting there beating on his stomach. And I'm sure like a minute of that probably wouldn't be so bad. But I think he'd do it for like 5 minutes. And that's got to hurt, man. That's got some pain in it. And that's got to make you tough, ready to fight. So I think he's going to be in great shape. And he's got these physical advantages. So, you know, he comes in and he's going to be a worthy opponent for Pacquiao, no doubt. The other thing about Margarito is he's got this whole redemption thing. I mean, he was vilified in the media big time for the whole loaded glove things against Cotto, or, you know, when he fought Mosley, I'm sorry. And they think that he had him when he had Cotto. But, you know, he was really drugged through and he was suspended for a year. So this is going to be a chance, and a big chance, big opportunity for him to redeem himself. And don't be surprised in Dallas, Texas, if he wins a few rounds. Don't be surprised. This is a Dallas, Texas, of course, big Hispanic population. Don't be surprised if the crowd doesn't really get behind him and spur him on even further. So Margarito's got some things going for him. And so he's going to come in, and I think he's going to put on a good show for himself and represent himself well. Now, Pacquiao, a couple things just kind of worried me when I was watching this 24/7, that they said he had a heel injury, so he's not maybe running as much. And man, when you face Margarito, when Cotto fought Margarito, Cotto was really doing well early, but he just wore down from the pressure, and then Margarito was able to just pound him down. But it worries me maybe that he's not able to do the road work. He's gaining some weight, you know, to fight this fight. Could he wear down in the late rounds? I don't know. That's a little concern. And then also the thing about being in Congress, you know, he really seems to like that, really seems to want to help his people. So could he not be as focused? You know, when you're as good as he is and you beat opponents as much and as handily as he's done it, I would think there would be the tendency to be a little overconfident sometimes. And maybe you walk into a fight and you're not as confident. I mean, you're overconfident, and that gives the opponent an opportunity. I don't know, but that kind of concerns me. And then also Roach was talking about, hey, sometimes, you know, we're going in against bigger men. Maybe one time we'll go up against somebody that's too big. I don't think this is the opportunity. And he also mentioned the thing about he missed his job. Pacquiao missed his job in Congress. So he's a little concerned, I think, about possibly him not being as focused as he usually is. We'll see. But, hey, Pacquiao's got some things going for him, too. I mean, first of all, he's just the best damn fighter in the world, pound for pound, no doubt. So he's got that going for him. Let's not forget that. And also, he's got the best damn trainer in the world, in Freddie Roach. And, you know, we talked about strategy with Margarito. He's going to get in great shape, and then he's going to do what he always does, come forward and punch. But Pacquiao, don't think that Freddie Roach isn't watching film and talking to Manny Pacquiao, and that they're not coming up with a strategy. They're looking at his weaknesses, his tendencies, and they're going to come up with a plan to fight him. So the fact that he's just a great fighter, and then the strategy, and the other thing is that, you know, if he is overconfident, if he is overlooking the fight a little bit, if he is, you know, wanting to be more a congressman than a fighter, I think if you see Pacquiao in the ring and he gets a couple of hits and he knows he's in a fight, I think the warrior will come out of him, man. This man just loves to fight, and when he knows he's in a fight, this man is an instinctive warrior, and I think you will see him lights out. I really do, and I think he'll put on a brilliant display. You know, it may go Margarito's way at some point during the fight, but I think in the end, Pacquiao wins this thing handily, but I think it'll be very entertaining. I think he wins it by unanimous decision, or they just wave it off. Something like with the Oscar De La Hoya fight, hey, we've seen enough. And I wouldn't be surprised if he knocked him out. Nothing that Pacquiao does surprise me. So I'm looking forward to this fight. I hope it's a great one. And I'll see you hopefully after the fight. I hope I don't have to work that night. But anyway, if I do, I'm going to record it for sure. And I'll watch it, and I plan on, saying something afterwards. So until then, this is Renegade.